All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for here tonight. The season opener for BRR Cup Series at Daytona. Kyle Holden and Cody Kennedy on the front row. David Garman, Vern Spring on the second row. AJ Godsey, Kevin Reed of the third row. Troy Downing and Richie Joplin on the fourth. DJ Kenner and Jared Heasley round out their top 10. Mike Smith starts 11th with Aaron Mason in 12th. Ray Hillhouse, Larry Fairman 13th and 14th. Russell Worth and Nick Sorensen 15th and 16th. Ty Dahlman and Scott Snodgrass 17th and 18th. Brandon Springer and Wild Bill Percy start 19th and 20th. Edmund Jones in 21st. Eric Stoy 22nd. Birthday boy Mark Nelson in 23rd. And William Mann Jr. in 24th. Craig Bridge Jr. in 25th. Michael Whiting in 26th. The Unicorn Angie Jane starts 27th. Richie West in 28th. Albie Hewen starting back in 29th. Jeff Hinkle in 30th. Mark Dantuma, Gerald Thanos Poole, Donald Durant, and Brian Oshinska round out a 34-car field at Daytona. And now I'm going to catch my breath after that. That is a big field here tonight for 75 laps. There will be a competition caution at the start of lap 25. Everybody gets gridded up. They are rolling. Pace car leads them out. Huge shout out to Edmund Jones for getting Angie's paint scheme slapped together at the last minute. Everybody gets off pit road for the 2.5 mile pace lap before the drop of the green here. Folks, take a moment one more time. Hit that like, follow, subscribe. Most importantly, hit that share button. Invite your friends and family. This promises to be an exciting one. "34 cars here tonight. With Jacob coming back, Nate Springer back next week. We'll be at 35 if the whole field comes back." All right, everybody take a deep breath. We all are going to need it here in just a moment. You'll note the new BRR logo designed by Jared Heasley in the upper left-hand corner. New season, new beginnings. The Truck Series started last night. The Cup Series starts right now. Pace car is in. They will fire on the green tonight. Green flag is in the air. We are down and away. The season opener in Daytona is on. We know we will see a big one tonight. It's when and how bad is the question. Everybody working their way up to speed, settling in where they want to be. I am aware of a small group dropping off the back early. Gerald Poole said he was going to drop to the back, and he has done so in the 3 car. I expect to see a small group form up toward the back. Meanwhile, Cody Kennedy takes the lead for lap 1, but Vern Spring is right on his bumper. Good evening, JR. How are you, bud? And good evening to Steve Veekin. Steve not missing in action tonight. I'm willing to bet Steve is cheering on the 7 car of Angie at the moment. Defending champ AJ Godsey currently back in 9th, started in 5th. Yikes, JR. And it does look like a group has broken off the back, led by newcomer Ty Dolman, and it's about 14 cars deep. They're about 2.5 seconds behind that lead pack, but they're almost as big as the lead pack at the moment. Kevin Reed has made his way to the front, but Aaron Mason on the high side goes to the lead. The top 3, including Nick Sorensen, already up over 10 spots each, quickly making their way to the lead. Aaron Mason leads his first lap of the season. Hey, good evening, Joe Campbell. How are you? Looks like Albie is in that backpack along with Gerald. Currently that second pack led by Albie Ewens and Mark Dantuma, Ty Dolman, Brandon Springer, Eric Stoy, Brian Oshinska, Gerald Poole, Donald Durant, William Mann Jr., Michael Whiting, Richie West, Craig Bridges, Jeff Hinkle, and Angie James all in that group. Like I said, the second group almost as big as the lead pack. Nick Sorensen on the bottom, headed for the lead now. And Scott Snodgrass now to second place. Scott on the high side, he leads that lap. This is Scott's first season back in BRR in about a year. Great to have Scott back tonight. And great to see him up at the front. Hey, good evening, Brody. And now, wow, Scott gets a big push from Wild Bill Percy. Wild Bill up front. Can Wild Bill get across first? No, he is not going to lead that time. Love seeing Wild Bill back up fighting for wins. With the big push now from Ray Hillhouse. And the entire top 5, including Russell Worth, is now up 10 or more spots. That second pack now single file. And it is Wild Bill with the lead as they come out of turn 4. Wild Bill will lead for the first time. We've had 8 laps and about 5 different leaders so far. This one is going to get a bit wild as Edmund Jones, now up 16 spots into the top 5, is working his way to the front. The 77 of Russell Worth on the bottom, trying to make his way to the lead with a push from Scott. David Garman back in 17th as AJ right behind him, and part of Albie Hewins' pack is caught up. Have to agree, love seeing Aaron Mason back. We missed him for a couple of seasons. He was able to come back late last season, and expecting him to be here for the full season this year. A big season ahead as well, with a lot of newcomers next week. They will all be at Dover. That is likely the race that everybody learns about everybody else. Jeff Hinkle has dropped off the pack, as has Angie. They are no longer with the draft, nor is Donald Durant. Craig Bridge Jr. now at the tail end with Richie West. About 3 packs at the moment. Aaron Mason in that new paint scheme this season, currently running in 10th. That high line really working right here in the early going. The birthday boy Mark Nelson up 13 spots now into 10th place. And that lead pack just got joined up with part of that second pack. Albie Hewins has pulled them back up into that group. Albie now in 16th, up 13 spots. Kyle, yes. JR, that is a really tough call. You got guys like Scott Snodgrass, Gerald Poole, Jared Heasley, all out here painting. Mike Smith does some. Eric Stoy doesn't do as much since the birth of his baby. A lot of guys out here I highly recommend for paint schemes. We kind of alternate. Angie's currently done, all of her paint schemes are done by Edmund Jones. But she runs that same paint scheme across all of her cars at the moment. Russell Worth down on the bottom. That bottom line starting to get hooked up and move forward. That outside line definitely has the advantage on the straightaway. The bottom has the advantage through the turns. JR, I will shoot you a message later tonight, buddy. Wild Bill still holds the lead. Russell Worth on the bottom. They will have a competition. Caution, lap 25. They are looking at anywhere from 29 to potentially 32 laps on a tank of fuel. They will only need one stop after the comp caution. Angie currently in 34th place as the leaders are starting to close in from behind. Yeah, Kyle, I noticed that as well. I do believe we will see at least one big wreck tonight. Last night they did a lot of great green flag runs in the trucks. First caution didn't come till about the halfway point. Then we saw quite a few after that, including 2 green-white checkers. Mark D'Antuma now up 15 spots into 16th. Albie Hewins up 16 spots into 13th. We've got a lot of guys really starting to make their way forward. And the Iceman cometh, DJ Kenner moves up into the lead. Bill with the push from Hillhouse. They'll gets the nose back ahead out of 2. What a run for DJ. Started in 9th and has fought his way forward. Wild Bill, though, still holds the lead. Interesting note, there is a bonus point in the races this season if you do not have any incident points at the end of the night. Wild Bill, Ray Hillhouse, and now Jared Heasley, who got 0 practice, is up to 3rd. That second pack has dropped back once again. Things getting a little dicey up toward the front. Led by David Garman, AJ Gonsey, Mike Smith, Brandon Springer, Eric Stoy, Richie West, Ty Dahlman, Troy Downing, Donald Durant, and Jeff Finkel and Angie Janes all alone. No draft help at the moment. Angie about to go a lap down as here comes the leaders. This could get a bit interesting. Angie moving down, holds the bottom line. She'll let him go on the high side. Wild Bill in the top 3, clear traffic. Angie drops down to the apron to let him go. Angie ended up going through the grass, trying to not get into the lead pack, but gets it back out on track. Great save. Oh! Looked like she may have had problems getting back out on track. That second pack caught up. Great job holding the bottom, holding the brakes, just slides back down, but manages, gets the wall, but it manages to avoid bringing out a caution. And Angie coming down pit road for repairs. Meanwhile, they are 3 wide at the front. Here we go. The first, yep, we got a big one. Lap 21. No caution yet. Looks like several drivers involved, but they all cleared the track. Three wide up front, Wild Bill in the middle. Just it looks like a little net code at play as Bill gets into Vern, brings DJ down with him. Kevin Reed also catches a piece of this as Vern recovers. Some very close calls with these guys getting back up the track. What a run and what a save by Kevin. Everybody's still going, no caution. Jared Heasley has gone to the lead, and birthday boy Mark Nelson up 21 spots into second. Ray Hillhouse in third. Albie Hewins now to fourth. Mark Dantum up 26 into fifth. And Gerald Thanos Poole up 26 spots into sixth. Wild Bill has had another problem and gone to pit road. Looks like Wild Bill's car was already torn up. A problem off of turn 2 sends him into the infield and into the wall. The top 5 have a little bit of breathing room. Gerald Poole and his group now about 2.7 seconds back. They should be getting the comp caution this time. And here comes Heasley to the line. Caution is out. The competition caution is out. Lap 25, everybody will be in. 4 tires and fuel. Brody, I do not need practice. I don't know about everybody else. I'm just that good. Wild Bill is towed to pit road, maybe out of the race. Angie is on pit road for repairs. She's still in it. A couple of laps down, but last night she ended up 3 laps down. And still fought her way back to the lead lap. This race far from over for anybody out here as Angie rolls off pit road before the remainder of the field comes down. Everybody is caught up to the pace car and takes a deep breath. And here they come, first pit stop of the night. Most of the drivers, this will be the only stop that they take 4 tires. Everybody hitting their pit stalls. Albie Ewan's the first one into his. Cody Kennedy in his pit stall now. Everybody working their way down pit road. Wild Bill officially out of the race. Heasley is off pit road first. Let's see if we can get a word. Jared, you made it at the last minute, but you made it.
Yeah, we made it. I had to book it from Pittsburgh to make it, but we made it.
I have to ask the obvious question. What the heck are you doing in a Ford?
Just making you angry. And leading a race in a Ford, by the way.
Are you scared that it's going to blow up at some point?
No, we're taking Michigan-Detroit horsepower to the front to win this Daytona race, buddy.
Oh, whatever. Well, man, a great start to the season. Great to see you up there. Glad you made it in, and good luck tonight.
Hey, happy birthday to Mark Nelson, and thanks for the push if he's listening to this. I couldn't have done that lead without him right there.
Well, man, great job, and good luck, buddy.
As always, thanks, Doug.
Jared Heasley has the lead. Birthday boy Mark Nelson in second. Albie Ewans in third. Ray Elhouse in fourth. Dan Tuma now in fifth. Richie Joplin may have just lost connection. It looks like whatever happened with Richie, he is back. He had disappeared for quite a bit. Looks like a few drivers are going to drop back into pit road. And Kevin Reed has not repaired his car. Looks like he did not use the fast repair. It is pretty banged up. DJ Kenner and Ty Dahlman both on pit road, topping off on fuel. These drivers have not been in these Gen 6 cars for several seasons now. But everybody was happy to be back except for one small thing. We'll hop in Albie Ewan's car. The one thing about these cars that the drivers do struggle with here is that big spoiler. When they're in a pack tightened up, you'll see it is very difficult to see around the car in front of you. The lights are out on the pace car as we get ready to go green flag, and we haven't done it yet tonight, so let's have a little fun. When the green drops, I'm going to shut up, crank up the volume, folks. It's time to get loud, crank it up. That is about as much fun as you can have right there, folks. Jared Easley to the lead with the push from Ray Hillhouse in second. Richie Joplin now to third, Cody Kennedy in fourth, and Mark Nelson in fifth. Aaron Mason has made his way to sixth. Birthday Boy leads the bottom line. Mark Nelson, Albie Hewins, and Mark Dantuma. Now we've gone back to green, looking at the biggest movers. Albie Hewins up 23 spots into sixth. Mark Dantuma up 23 into 8th. Gerald Thanos Poole up 18 spots into 14th. Michael Whiting quietly making his way forward. He is up 13 spots into 13th. It's a good thing Michael Whiting is not in the 13 car, up 13 spots into 13th. Man, I would just check, I would go away. Katie Smith cheering on Hillhouse as always. Ray up in the 6th place at the moment as the inside line finally finds some momentum, and here comes Richie Joplin. Richie leads his first lap in BRR competition. Jared Easley in second. Mark Nelson on the high side in third. Aaron Mason coming up to push him. We've seen that outside line be the strongest. Heasley jumps to the outside. You heard him say Mark Nelson pushed him to the lead. He gets up there and is going to help pull Mark Nelson forward. A second pack has broke off at the back. Richie West and Donald Durant's at the front of it. Donald Durant's also in a new paint scheme tonight. Kevin Reed, despite the damage to the front of that car, holds on just fine. Lead pack all 2x2. Nobody making any big moves yet. Nobody trying to get 3 wide yet either. We are 10 laps away from everybody being within the zone that they can go the distance on fuel. Oh, we've got a spin out of 2. Big wreck on the back straightaway. Caution is out. Lap 34. Jeff Hinkle, Kevin Reed, both involved. Our first caution of the night. See if we can back this up just a hair and see what happened. Looks like Kevin Reed just got a bad bump from Donald Durant and chaos broke out. Jeff Hinkle just has nowhere to go on the high side. Our first incident caution of the night. We did have the competition caution, and we did have the incident earlier in the race, but all the drivers ended up down in the infield, did not bring out a caution. Expect to see a few drivers in to top off on fuel here. None of the leaders are in, but Kyle Holden starts the group in mid-pack. Mark Dantuma, AJ Godsey, Michael Whiting, William Mann Jr., Edmund Jones, Russell Worth, Larry Fairman, Eric Stoy, Nick Sorensen. Basically, most of the rest of the pack is coming in. Ty Dahlman staying out. Troy Downing stayed out. Scott Snodgrass and Gerald Poole stayed out to take track position, and Angie should be the lucky dog. Looks like just about everybody's getting a splash and go. Let's talk to one of the drivers that just came off pit road, William Mann Jr. Junior is Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you, Big Doug.
Hey, buddy. Great to see you back out on track, and so far, so good.
Yeah, there's been a couple mishaps that I luckily wasn't a part of. I mean, they didn't even bring out a caution, which was surprising. Luckily, they cleared the track, but yeah, hopefully we can get some more green flag runs in, and we can get up there in the front towards the end.
Well, man, if it's me up there running with you, I'm going to turn you coming out of turn 4, but hopefully nobody else will.
yeah, you've owed me for a while, so
Yeah.
I'm always looking on my shoulder for the Dugginator to come get me.
Well, don't worry. I've given the 7 instructions if the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, I've been scared of the 7, I remembered.
Well, man, it's great to see you again. Good luck here tonight, buddy. So far, so good.
I appreciate you, Doug.
William Mann Jr. comes off pit road in 14th place, still up 10 spots. Mark Dantuma also stopped and came out in 13th, up 18 spots. Richie Joplin still in the lead, though, as they begin to stack back up for the restart. Does look like Kevin Reed ended up repairing his car, as did Jeff Hinkle. No, I don't think Hinkle did. Yep, he did. It looked like he may not have. The 113 of Vern Spring has not repaired, though. Minimal damage to the front of Vern's car. Coming out of turn 2, everybody stacked back up. Your top 10, Richie Joplin, Jared Heasley, Mark Nelson, Cody Kennedy, Aaron Mason in 5th, Ray Hillhouse, Albie Hewins, Mike Smith, Scott Snodgrass, and Gerald Thanos Poole rounding out your top 10. Hey, good evening, Tyler. Good evening, Stephanie, cheering on Aaron Mason. Everybody packed back up. Pace car drops in. Richie Joplin will control the restart. Into the zone, he fires. Green flag back in the air. Just past the halfway point. Oh, Richie pulls a bit of a gap. Not a good move at Daytona. This might bite him. Tyler, so far, so good. It has been an exciting one as Heasley jumps to the bottom, gets the big run, slides up in front of Richie, and takes the lead. And looks like Richie's going to give him a hand, push him down the back stretch. Kevin Reed has dropped off the back. Oh, we've got one loose. Brian Oshinska may have gotten a bad bump off 4. And Donald Durant did not get that car repaired. He is way off base. DJ Kenner was involved in that early incident where everybody went off track, but the caution did not fly. He has fought his way back up into 23rd, starting to make his way forward once again. Defending champ AJ Godsey currently in 15th. And Albie Hewins goes to the lead for the first time tonight. Albie leads his first lap of the season. A lot of drivers did just hit pit road under that caution. But in about 4 laps, everybody will be within the fuel window to go the distance. Looking at the driver's speeds as they go around the track, Aaron Mason back in 5th in the draft, running about 191, 192, 195, getting toward the end of the straightaway, having to feather the throttle. Albie Hewins will be the slowest car on track due to being at the front of the pack. Scott Snodgrass back in 8th. You see his speeds there. There is a point, you saw the speed jump up to about 200 miles an hour. There is a point in the tri-oval where the tires do slip a little bit. Things get a little sketchy out there. Seeing drivers hit as high as 198 out here tonight. Several drivers have hit 201 in the draft tonight, though. Highest speed so far tonight recorded has been 202 by Jared Heasley. Albie continues to lead with Heasley in 2nd. These two definitely know how to work together, as we've seen them work together in XCal competition in the past. XCal will be returning in January. Guys, you're definitely going to want to catch those races. New formats, new drivers, new teams. Former champ Kyle Holden right in front of defending champ AJ Godsey at the moment. New paint scheme, new sponsor for this season for Kyle Holden. And it looks like the leaders have caught up to Donald Durant. He has got that heavy damage. Donald holds it down on the yellow line, drops to the apron on the back straightaway. Everybody makes it by clean. Richie Joplin getting a big push from Cody Kennedy, trying to get back to the front. Scott Snodgrass now has Ty Dolman right behind him on that bottom line, trying to make something happen. That high line has just been dominant tonight. Just under 30 laps to go. Everybody within the fuel window from here. And Richie Joplin with the push from Cody Kennedy goes back to the lead. Oh, we've got one in the wall at the back. I think it might have been David Gorman. Gorman is off track. Lap 48, looks like Gorman just gets a push. Hits the wall, bounces off into the infield. He does hit his pit box for repairs. Richie Joplin still has the lead, but here comes Albie Hewins fighting back up top. Garmin is back off pit road. Jeff Hinkle involved in that last caution. Car is fixed, currently sits in 27th, still with the lead pack, and the back half of that pack is getting a little bit dicey. Larry Fairman is on his way in. William Mann Jr. out of the draft. Kevin Reed out of the draft. Angie also out of the draft at the back. Next time by will be 25 laps to go. Larry Fairman hit pit road without any help. At this track, you have got to pit with some drafting help or you are going to be in trouble. If this stays green and we get green flag stops, things could get very interesting. The pack could very well break up. Only about half the field took fuel on that last pit stop under caution. Scott Snodgrass has gone back to the lead. He's been lurking in the top 5 all night long. Jared Easley drops down to the bottom, gets in front of Richie Joplin. Here comes the big bump from Richie. Did Jared get that timed right to get the big run back to the lead? It looks like he has. But that high, Scott got the wall out of the turn. Everybody's evasive. But everybody holds on to it. Great save by, they are wrecking back behind. Caution is out. With 25 laps to go, everybody can go the distance on fuel. Let's see what happened back behind. Nick Sorensen comes by. Looks like DJ Kenner might have gotten a bad bump, and they stack up. Sorensen goes through the infield. '24 was down on the apron trying to avoid Scott, and yeah, DJ just gets a bad bump through the tri-oval. Brian Oshinska caught up in it. Several cars on their way in for repairs. Aaron currently in 10th place, up 2 spots. Easily in the lead, Richie in 2nd, Cody in 3rd, Albie in 4th, and Scott Snodgrass in 5th. If Durance gets the car repaired, he may get the lucky dog. Larry Fairman may be out of this thing. Gourmet is out. Should see everybody on pit road for the final time here. And here they come to pit road. Looks like Brian Oshinska and DJ Kenner both taking damage. Brian definitely taking the worst of it. Donald Durance is staying out. Looks like he is getting the lucky dog. Not sure if he will come in. If he still has a fast repair available, he could get that car fixed, get back into the fight. And newcomer Craig Bridge is the first driver off. No, I'm sorry. It looks like Ty Dolman will take the lead. Kyle Holden comes out 2nd, Cody Kennedy in 3rd, Richie in 4th, and AJ in 5th. With so few laps to go and just coming off a caution, everybody's fixed as much as they can be. Everybody's good to go on fuel from here. Let's see if we can talk to our new leader. Hey, Ty, it's Doug up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, how's it going?
Good, man. You've been lurking up there in the top 5 most of the night, but now you got the lead. Can you stay up there and get the win?
I don't know. We'll see. I'll try.
It's definitely interesting being at the front, being a rookie in the field, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. Definitely, and I just played a little bit of pit strategy. I didn't take any tires there, so we'll see how it turns out on the start.
That is definitely an interesting strategy, but you are not the only one up at the front with no tires, so things could get a little wild up there.
Oh, yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
The rookie Ty Dahlman in the lead for the first time tonight. And former champ Kyle Holden now on the outside with Cody Kennedy and Richie Joplin. Jared Easley, AJ Godsey, Mike Smith, Ray Hillhouse, Michael Whiting, and Mark Nelson rounding out the top 10. Larry Fairman appears to be out of the race. Donald Durant's did get a lap back, but is still driving a modified. Lights are out on the pace car. They're stacked up, ready to go. Out of turn 4, everybody stacked up. They are ready to go. Looks like Vern Spring did not have a fast repair, so the cars behind him are going to have to get evasive. He is also missing the front clip. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. It'll be 19 to go at the line. Looks like everybody is going to be able to get around Vern okay. Definitely hurts missing a front clip at Daytona. Everybody dropping to the bottom. Surprised to see Eric Stoy so far back. Eric in 29th. DJ Kenner currently in 26th place. Craig Bridge right there with him. Scott Snodgrass back in 24th, but watch for him, all of those guys to come forward. And with 18 laps to go, Kyle Holden goes to the lead for the first time tonight, and I don't think the chaos is over yet. Also worth mentioning, we haven't talked about it much, the 44 of Brian Oshinska lurking back in the field. When you come to Daytona, you gotta watch Brian. He knows how to win here, as multiple wins at Daytona, as they are 3 wide up front. And it looks like Heasley in the sucker hole going backwards. Oh, the leader, Richie Joplin, gets turned out of 4. He clears the track, no caution. Now the caution is out. I did say we were not done with cautions yet. Let's see what happened. Richie Joplin had just taken the lead from the 24. Looks like just a bad bump out of turn 4 sends Richie Joplin around. Took him a minute to recover, but it triggered the caution. Thankfully, nobody else involved in that one. Trying to get a look at Richie's car, see if he took... No, does not look like he has any significant damage. Michael Whiting has quietly snuck his way up into second. Cody Kennedy now in third. Let's see if we can get a word with the driver of the 44, Brian Oshinska. Hey, Brian, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, Doug, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, doing good, man. I know you got caught in a little trouble there earlier, but I also know you've got a bunch of wins at Daytona, so when do we see you head to the front?
Well, hopefully with, about 15 to go here, it'll be now. I don't know what just happened there. I thought we were going to make the top line work pretty good, and yeah, I mean, I'm hoping on this run I used my faster pair already, so it's all or nothing now.
Well, man, I know you know how to get it done here, and a lot of great cars around you to work forward with, so good luck, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate it.
Brian Oshinska currently sits in 24th, but again, he is one of those drivers. I'm not exactly sure. A few dozen easily wins at Daytona. Hi, Jared. Don't text and drive, buddy. And Jared, just a word of advice, stay out of the sucker hole in the middle. Jared easily got stuck in that sucker hole, went back to 11th. Might have saved him, though, with the incident. Richie, bud, that was a rough ride. Great job saving it and keeping it undamaged. Richie now drifts back into 27th, but don't count him out just yet. Angie does get one of her laps back here, as she is the lucky dog. Richie West is on pit road. Doesn't look like he's... No, he is taking 4 tires. Currently, Ty Dahlman with the lead, Michael Whiting in second. Then it's Cody Kennedy, Edmund Jones, Aaron Mason, Mark Dantuma, AJ Gotze, Kyle Holden, William Mann Jr. now up into the top 10, and Mike Smith as well rounds out the top 10. I know for a fact William Mann Jr. knows how to get it done at Daytona. I have raced him to the line multiple times. Next time we do that, he's getting turned. And he knows it, so. Hey, good evening. Always airballing. How the heck are you? Great day of racing there, buddy. Ty Dahlman in control of the restart. Michael Whiting has that high line. And he has got help from Edmund Jones and Aaron Mason up top. Pace car is in. They're in the zone. Ty fires their away. Green flag in the air. It'll be 14 to go at the line. Cody Kennedy pushes Ty. Oh! We've got cars in the wall. Aaron Mason is caught up. Caution. It's the big one on the front stretch. Eric Stoy involved. Albie Hewins Vern Spring, Nick Sorensen, a lot of drivers caught up in this one. See what happened here on the restart. Looked like AJ may have gone to the high side. They ended up 3 wide, and then the chaos erupts. Wow. A lot of cars torn up in this one. Eric Stoy back there in the 4. He gets a bump as he's trying to check up, as there is just nowhere to go. Angie gets caught up in it. Richie West also caught up. There are a lot of damaged race cars on track now. Hey, good evening, David. You go get that win tomorrow night, buddy. You might be in trouble tomorrow, though. Angie was practicing with Edmund this afternoon. Looks like a lot of cars from 10th on back headed in. DJ Kenner is in. Brian Oshinska did hit pit road, as did Aaron Mason, both fully repaired. Vern Spring is headed in. Nick Sorensen, AJ Gotze, Donald Durant, Albie Ewens, Eric Stoy, Gerald Poole. Just a bunch of drivers headed to pit road. Angie has significant damage, but should be the wave around car. Yeah, she might be okay if she can get it, keep it in the draft. Sorensen has towed. His night may be over. He is sitting on pit road still. We might see him back out, but several cars just really torn up. And a lot of drivers having used that fast repair earlier in the race. We saw Richie West involved in it. Looks like his car is okay, though. See if we can talk to him. Hey, Richie, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Hey, that was some fancy driving there, but it looked like it wasn't enough to avoid a little bit of damage.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know how bad it is. I can't see it, but I think it's all right. The problem is I needed to get to pit road to clear a black, and everybody couldn't stop wrecking for me to do that. So that's the pickle we're in right now.
Well, I gotta say the car looks like you're in pretty good shape there at least, but yeah, that could be problematic here in a few minutes with that black flag lingering.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to drop to the back here and just I guess go to pit road as it comes green, because it seems like they don't want to make it past the finish line anyway. So.
Well, it might work out in your favor that way, man. Good luck, buddy. Great race so far.
10-4. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. Thanks for all you do, brother.
My pleasure, buddy. Well, Richie West still in good spirits, despite a black flag and being caught up in that one. Very torn up cars in this field, but not many of them given up just yet. Including, I might say, the prettiest driver on track back there in the 7 car. She has moved up into 30th, not given up yet. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, as Jones BS Racing and a lot of the drivers you're seeing out here tonight will be back in the Legends and the late model stock cars. Those drivers will be at Thompson short tracking, and things will get a little wild. But those little Legends cars, always a great time. We should be at 10 to go at the line. Here they go. Green flag back in the air. 10 more laps to go at Daytona. That lead pack still about 25 cars deep, fighting for the win. Everybody in the lead pack is still in contention here. And here comes Richie West. He is headed in to serve that black flag as Michael Whiting takes the lead for the first time tonight. 9 to go. Whiting getting a big push from former champ Kyle Holden. Aaron Mason, Brian Oshinska have lost the draft. They are back behind. They might be safer. Kevin Reed also losing the draft on the lead pack. He is back in 24th. So 23 cars still in the lead draft with Jeff Hinkle bringing up the tail. Richie West has served his penalty successfully, is back out on track. Oh, we've got a car off. It's Michael Whiting on the backstretch. No caution. Looks like Whiting got a bad bump draft from the 24. Michael Whiting had fought all night, stayed out of trouble, made his way up there. Now Kyle Holden leads for the first time tonight. Mark Dantuma still lurking up there on the high side as well. William Mann Jr. now up to 8th on the bottom line, starting to move again. Six laps to go at Daytona. The season opener has not disappointed. Ty Dahlman is going to the lead. You saw him move up into turn 1, trying to protect both lines. Now Holden on the high side trying to push his weight, get some help from Heasley. Edmund Jones has worked his way back up into the top 5, and Russell Worth right behind Cody Kennedy also there. Richie West appears to have left the race after serving his penalty. Oh, a lot of bobbling off turn 2. We know a lot of these drivers did not take tires. This may come down to who took fresh tires and can maneuver through the field better. Time moves up. They're coming up on the lap car. Angie holds the bottom line. She heads to the apron. The leaders get by. Four laps to go here. Kyle Holden in the lead on the high side. Three to go at the line. Holden still battling with Dolman out front. Side by side, the lead pack all still together. Looks like still 17 cars in this lead pack still fighting for the win. Ty Dolman moves back to the high side to block the run from Cody Kennedy. Holy cow! Dolman moves back down to the bottom line. I believe that is Vern Spring dropping to the apron, letting the lead pack by. 2 to go. Cody Kennedy shoots to the lead there, side there, 3 wide. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Mark D'Antuma stuck in the middle. He has got help. Could they make that middle line work? Cody Kennedy to the lead. Heasley's going to look to the high side. Here comes Dolman. Dolman turns Kennedy. White flag is in the air one more time around. Dolman in the lead. Kyle Holden in second. Edmund Jones in third. Does anybody have the momentum? Several crashes back behind. Russell Worth is going to pit road. Brian Oshinska is off track. It is going to be a drag race down the front straightaway. Edmund Jones on the high side. Edmund Jones pulls off the win. Dolman comes home second, and Troy Downing pulls off third. What a finish, what a last lap. That got a bit crazy. Let's see if we can talk to our top 3, starting with Troy Downing. I believe I have him. Hey, is this Troy?
Nope, it's Scotty.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong person. Hey, Troy, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations. That last lap got a little bit wild, but you managed to pull off the podium.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was real exciting. I was a little worried, but made it through the mess. A lot of good drivers.
There was a lot of messes that last couple of laps, cars spinning off, but fortunately all to the inside, and you managed to avoid it all.
Yep, just right place at the right time. That's the way these tracks are. Just be at the right place at the right time.
That is definitely the case, man. Great job tonight. Congratulations. A great start to your BRR career.
Glad to be here. Everybody grab a Red Bull and celebrate.
All right, buddy. Great job. Ty Dahlman comes home in second. Ty, that was a bit of a close one. They got you on the last lap there.
Oh yeah, it was. I accidentally turned. What's his name? The 60. Yeah, I got into his rear. I didn't mean to do that at all. Be right before we took the white. I think it was the 63 of Cody. Yeah, I want to apologize for that.
It did get a little dicey out there that last couple of laps, but you still managed to hold on with a podium finish and a great start to the season.
Yeah, we'll take it, and congrats to Edmund for winning that. It was a great finish at the end, and another Daytona done.
Man, great job. We'll see you next week in Dover.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for the broadcast.
Ty Dahlman comes home in second. And Edmund Jones pulls off the win. I talked to you entirely too much, Edmund.
You know, that's not a bad thing for me, though.
It isn't for you. I'll put it that way, man. A great race. You just kind of lurked there and then shot by on the high side when it counted.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if we were going to have the opportunity. I was trying to push Ty as much as possible. And truthfully, I was committed. I was like, if there's a guy on the outside, Ty's winning this. And don't even remember what happened on the white flag lap, man. But we got that breakaway, and I was able to get up there. Ty did a great job trying to block the run, but I was able to shove him just enough in 3 and 4 that we could have separation out of 4 and able to get up there on the high side.
Man, a great job, a great way to start the season, buddy. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Hey, thanks, Doug. Thank you, BRR, for bringing us out. You know, it's heck of a time. Heck of a time. Great win to start the season, and looking forward to it.
All right, buddy. Great job.
Hey, thanks, Doug.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern for Jones BS Racing. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night, everybody.